How are we doing? How are we all doing? Great to see you all, by the way. How you all been keeping up? I've been doing very well, thank you. Just had to promote the stream on the other platforms, you know. Excuse me. Well, I guess we could take that away then. Alright. Let's say hello to everyone. India Grace, welcome to the stream. Bowie Bot, welcome. My favourite Liverpudlian is right. Best choice of words I've seen on the stream so far. I'm doing alright. James Nerd, welcome to the stream. The usual. Lena, welcome. Thanks for tuning in. Alright. Now, before I go on, yes, I am playing Crash Bandicoot again. Because it's easy to get through. It's smooth. It's perfect for streaming. So, that's my favorite choice of game right now. I'll play other games like throughout the stream, like later on. But for the time being, this will be my go-to game because it's simple. Keyword being simple. I am now year rep in my high school. Oh, well done, congratulations. Excuse me. Let's see how we can get this stream started. I mean,
well, haven't we
hold
gotten
on.
far for a pair of fuzzy marsupials?
Can I not skip?
Trophy.
Yeah, I've seen this so many times. So, let's see how we can get this stream started then. Oh yeah, just playing the fucking game, innit? I had to adjust the volume on my end. Let's see if the stream is working fine through YouTube. Hold on. I just have to test to see if the sound's coming through. So that's a bit strange. What's that? It's a bit weird. Yeah, it should be fine. As long as you lot can hear from that end, then it doesn't really matter, does it? Alright. I can hear myself fine. Sorry about that. It's a streaming thing, you know? Ooh, that was loud. So, what do you want to talk about? Anything in particular? Let's see. Oh, alright, let's see what we got here. Also, my classmates pissed my Irish teacher off. Let's say it didn't end too well. He's from Ireland. Now, if last time I've known a few Irish lads back at school. Some of them were alright. A lot of them, some of them were fucking stuck up cunts. But you get them, don't you? You get people like that. But since we're on the topic of Ireland, I can't contain myself to hold it up. I can't contain myself to not do an Irish accent. You know what? Fucking get on with it. Get on with it. Go on. Yeah, that's what you're all thinking. All right then. All right. Just trying to think of a sentence. All right. Hurry, potato. Lucky potato. Lucky girl. Playing Crash Bandicoot. So anyone who... That's my impersonation of what an Irishman is, the last time I checked. Last time I checked, that's what they sound like. Type F in the chat. He's like McGregor, he's got the legs. Hey. Oh, look at him go, look at the dinosaur. That was... I'm from Ireland. I can give you a full... He's like to... I'm from Ireland and I can confirm there are a lot of arseholes. Well, don't feel too bad about it. There's a lot of them in Liverpool as well. Believe me. A lot. You missed the box. My completionist head. You mean this one? You mean that one? That box? Hey, go on. Fuck off. No, a regular box. That is a regular box. What do you mean? I got the box. No further back. Oh. You mean... I'm not sure what box you mean. I'm not sure. I think I'm supposed to avoid these boxes and go for the green one, right? I'm just playing with you. I'm just playing. I'm not getting all the boxes. It's too much work. My family gets mad because I go back to stuff I miss. Really? Oh, you have people watching you playing Crash Bandicoot. So? The stream's fucking sick today. Ooh. Keep them coming. Okay. Let me think. Sometimes I'm not a gamer like my brothers are. This is the only game I'm okay at, and I have to get everything. I mean, I don't really do that. I mean, I'm not that much of a completionist. I'm just playing the game just to, like, chill, because the reason why Crash Bandicoot is such a good game to stream, because it's smooth and easy to play. It's simple. That's why I go for it. And it's not that hard on the bandwidth. I'm still working on, like, being able to play more advanced games. I've gotten a lot better at streaming since, like, 11 months ago when I first started getting into it. I have a classmate who looks like Mark Zuckerberg, but even more microwaved, and he was the type to always whine and complain about everything in every lesson and act like a 5-year-old. Oh boy, that's tragic. He looks like Mark Zuckerberg. Oh, that's terrible. That's awful. Turn it down a bit. That's fucking awful. Christ. Let me just fix the audio sections here a little bit. Oh yeah, could you type 1 in the chat if you can hear me fine, and if you can hear the game fine? That would be great. Just so I know the balance is good. Looking like Mark Zuckerberg is very unfortunate.
I'm going to take your data. I'm going to get to see your fucking or something.
I think I'd rather look like an elephant man. Like the Elephant Man. Oof.
Listen, you little fucking prick. I invented Facebook, and if you don't fucking sort yourself out, I'll collect your data and bomb you.
Oh, Mark, getting to second base already. I didn't know I had it. I didn't know you had it in yet. You dirty Facebooker, you. You seen the way he sucks water, though? He sucks water from a cup like he sucks it from a straw. The state of him in that courtroom. I'd rather remove my jaw than look at Mark Zuckerberg. Ugh. You know what? I think Mark Zuckerberg is great. What's he done? Mark Zuckerberg has surfed. Isn't there a picture of him fucking surfing and he's got like so much cream on his face? I've seen that somewhere. It became like a meme. What a fucking bozo. I am now a mango since we're playing Crash Bandicoot, and oh, cool. That's sick. So, oh, fuck off. You bastard. Right. Boom. Get fucked. I can't wait for the year 2034 when Mark Zuckerberg is supreme overlord of Earth and no one has privacy and humans are super fused to robots. I can't wait for that year too. It sounds fun. I'll be very old by then, but it'll be fun. Allow me to zuck you into my metaverse in a world where everything. Oh, have you seen the state of the fucking project he's got going on? That metaverse bollocks. Oh my word, it's a disaster. Like, he's lost fucking. This is a crazy amount of money to lose, but he's lost like 800 million on this gamble. This was a gamble. I understand in business you have to spend money to make money, but fucking hell, he could have just stuck with what he was already doing for the rest of his life. But what did he do? He fucking decided he wanted more fucking. He wanted more users, more people on his Facebook platform. Well, the problem with Facebook, right? This is the problem with Facebook. The reason why Facebook has dipped so much. Spikes, welcome to the stream, mate. Thank you for tuning in. The reason why Facebook has gone down so much, the platform Facebook, is because Facebook is home to boomers. Like, Facebook has like this reputation for being home to your parents and your grandparents and stuff like that. And back in the day, you don't want like your parents like on the same platform as your mates are on there, because mates and family are a separate thing. So when your parents or your grandmother sees what you're posting to your mates on Facebook, it kind of drills a dagger into the experience, if that makes sense. It can create very awkward situations. For example, you could have, like, let's say John talking to Sam publicly, and then your grandmother on Facebook is all like, "Oh, look at you at the age of 5," and posting it all on Facebook. So yeah, that can be embarrassing. So Facebook has like also built a reputation for, like, I don't know, a lot of like overly political weirdos, I guess, as well. Oh, this and that and the other, you know. I am, just for the record, apart from my Facebook page for YouTube or content creation, I have never, ever logged into my personal Facebook page for a long time, and you're not going to find it because it's deleted. I got off that shit a long time ago because, as me ma would call it, she calls it brag book, basically. And what she means by that is everyone just loves to gossip and brag about themselves on there. Oh, look at a picture of me with this and that and the other. But everyone just loves to brag on there, and it's just like, you just get sick of seeing it. So, and the minion memes. I'm minion memes. Yeah, isn't there like reposted fucking content on Facebook as well? Because like there's people who take memes or content. Oh, fucking hell, I killed myself again. There's people who take memes and content and repost it on Facebook to get into like the algorithm or some shit. I think a guy named Soflo Antonio used to do it back in the day, and he was a real tool. But he did what worked at the time, I suppose. But yeah, on private Facebook, I'm talking about like privacy page on Facebook, like, not privacy, what am I saying? Your private Facebook page is a different world compared to like a social media version of your Facebook page, if that makes sense. The difference is, when you have a social media page, why do 40-year-old mums love minions? I don't know. I mean, whatever you're into, but I'm deleting TikTok. I advertised a new video I did. I got people watching, so I'm done with that app. Hey, if you're not using it for content or making content, then delete it. If you're making content with it, the way I see TikTok, it's a means to an end. It's a tool, you know, to use for my own benefit and nothing more, really. I haven't uploaded on there in like a while. I've been focusing on the new YouTube channel, which I've advertised on this channel last week. No, 2 weeks ago. Now, what was I talking about? There was a difference between your private Facebook page where all your mates congregate and where all your friends like gossip and spazolate, make new word, versus your social media like page that will generate like a lot of like these memes that you're talking about and all that stuff. Because the difference is when you have a social media page on Facebook, like as in like you use it for social media reasons, it's different compared to when you have a Facebook page for your like family and friends. I got rid of that shit a long time ago, the bit to do with family and friends, because as my ma would say, it's bragbuch. Bragbuch. Everyone just loves to gossip and brag and talk about a load of bullshit. So, and not to mention, right, home as well is your like sanctuary after school. Now, when Facebook was around, it's been like around since like 2004, right? So it was around obviously when I was in school. So Facebook it was one of those apps that like would not let you escape school, because even if you go home, you go on Facebook and you see like people you know just either talking shit about you, or like you got a picture of yourself on there and people like sort of like trying to sort of demean you in that way. That can happen. So it's called cyberbullying, obviously, and that can happen, and it still happens to this day. So it used to be before all that, you go home and get away from it. Now, and even when I was at school, if someone gets a picture of you, puts it on Facebook and makes some snarky fucking comments, you know, some people are not equipped to handle that. Some people might use it or joke about themselves as a weapon to like get out of ridicule, or they'll take it and take it really, really personally. Some people are just not equipped to handle people sometimes. Like, I know what Metaverse is. I know that they own Facebook and Instagram. I just don't know what the term Metaverse is and what it actually is for. To be honest, I don't even know what the word meta means. I hear that word a lot, meta. I don't even know what it means. If someone in the chat can explain it to me, that'd be swell. Because Google cannot give you a simple explanation. Good evening from Quora. I will be back home on the 6th. Welcome to the Stream Mats channel. Glad to see you here. Not a quarter. Is that a Muslim thing? That's a Muslim thing, innit? I remember Graham making a video on Love Island. Yeah, that was like, when did I do that? 3 years ago? That was a fun video to make. And let me... Oh, lads, I'm gonna have to concentrate on this game. It's, I'm dying all the time. Whoa, whoa, whoa. That was bad. That was really bad. Fuck off. Qatar. Oh, okay. Fuck off. Hey, I did it. Alright. Whoa, 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 whoa. I know. I only know the word meta from gaming. Fair enough. I know what meta means, but it's hard to describe. Describe it as simple as you can. There's got to be a simple explanation. Meta, from what I've heard, is a company that's purchased Facebook and Instagram. They are now starting to release their own Oculus Rift. They've been advertising it on TV recently. You know, Mark Zuckerberg has got to be the most how do I put this into words? The most ignorant person to his own self-awareness. He has this reputation for collecting data. What gives him this idea that he thinks people are gonna wear a bloody helmet and collect? You know what I mean? My point is, no one trusts him. He was in fucking court for collecting data. No one's gonna fucking believe him, and no one's gonna fucking trust him. So get back on your surfboard, Marky Moo. Get off. Oh, by the way, I should just describe how great I felt ever since deleting my friend's Facebook page, like as in like my Facebook page to that's for being around family and friends. Hang on, where's the volume? Oh, it was on my end. Soz like, apologies. What was I talking about? Oh yeah, I was talking about. Oh yeah, deleting my Facebook page with my so-called friends on it. Best fucking decision I made. Because at the end of the day, I don't fucking want to know what they're up to. I don't want to know what they're up to. I don't care. You know what I mean? People go on Facebook and all that to, like, you know, oh, I want to see what my mates are up to. Well, they're not really your friends, are they? They're not. They're just braggers. Some people might be trashing their Meta Oculus Rifts as much as I have. Apparently, the Rift is revolutionary because you can use it to buy stuff. Like what, though? Mark Zuckerberg's ass behind a Windows shop.
Oh, come get my fucking rear end. It's gonna cost you.
What's the currency if you get to buy stuff on the metaverse? What's the currency? Crypto? Okay.
Come buy me ass for 1 Bitcoin and you'll own half of Facebook. And maybe a little bit of Instagram.
Mark. How the dumb have fallen. You know what's weird about Mark Zuckerberg? He looks like fucking Bug's Life. You seen the movie Bug's Life with all the big eyes and they just stare at you? That's Mark. He's got those Bug's Life eyes. He's a fucking Pixar movie character. In fact, his metaverse character looks like a fucking Pixar movie character, doesn't it? Bug's Life. The Social Network. The Social. I've seen that. Yeah, that film. Mark. Mark. I call him Mark. You know what? If Mark. Well, I've come up with some names for Mark Zuckerberg. Tell me if you like these. Okay? Mark Zuckerberg. Wait, that's complimenting them. Mark. Mark. Oh yeah, let's talk about let's talk about what everyone's been talking about lately. What's going on with Kanye West lately? Has people seen him? Fuck yeah, no, fuck's sake, man, he's gone insane. Have you seen him? He was on, like, I saw a clip this morning of him on the Alex Jones InfoWars show, whatever. And he's saying stuff like he likes Splifter. You seen him? He likes Splifter. Spliff. And didn't he put like the... And apparently he put the fucking, you know, the fucking swastika on the Star of David. Fuck. Wow. Wow. If Kanye likes Splifter, I ain't saying she's a spin his shine I ain't saying she's a gold digger. She ain't messing with no broke. Hey. I think it has to do with the fact that he's lost his mother, and you know what I think? I know quite a bit about Kanye West, and let me tell you something. He is mentally breaking down. People go, I think he is mentally breaking down. And the reason why he's mentally breaking down was, first, his mother went. I think she passed away in a surgery. Then the most plastic bitch inside and out, Kim Kardashian. The man gave her everything, and she fucking left him. Gave her money, gave her recognition, a family, kids. And what does she do? He has to pay fucking... I've seen an article. He has to pay like $200,000 in child support. $200,000 fucking dollars. That's life-changing money. $200,000. That is an incredible amount of money. I feel bad for him. I mean, despite his success as an artist, and he's wrote a good few tunes, it's sad to see him like that. And I think he's mixing around with the wrong people, in my opinion. Like, what the fuck is he doing? Like, clearly that man is gone off the deep end. He's, like, a lot of the stuff that's happened to him throughout his career is, I think, driven to the point of being fed up, and that mixed in with the amount of scrutiny he gets, and what do you know? I think the guy's on the edge. I didn't know Alex Jones was still a thing until I saw that. Me neither. I mean, didn't Alex Jones get fucking sued for like $1 billion for the whole Sandy Hook thing? Look, I think Alex Jones is funny. That's my opinion on it. I think Alex Jones is funny. If you think that's a bad opinion, have you seen the fucking memes? They're fucking hilarious. They are absolutely fucking funny as fuck. They are something to laugh about. I'm saying she's kissing goblins. Friends with the goblin. In bed with the goblin. I don't want to see him kissing goblins. I will defend my right to free speech. It's like his head is like pulsating, ready to fucking explode. It's like he's ready to eat you. He's like, every time he rants, he looks like he's about to scoff you. You know what I mean? Bacon and eggs. You look like that to me. Come here. That's Alex Jones. The leftist elite are gonna get what's coming to them. I'm gonna eat them alive. But Alex, if you go after the fucking establishment, you don't get McDonald's anymore. You won't get a KFC. You won't get Burger King. Oh no. And you know, Alex Jones loves his fucking burgers, doesn't he? He's gonna eat his neighbors, Alex Jones. He is. Alex Jones is fucking funny. Alex Jones is such a nutter. The fact that people actually take him seriously is insane. Tell me about it, yeah. Like, what was he saying about the gay frogs? If I remember correctly, and Burger King has the worst chicken nuggets. Alex Jones chases someone yelling, "You're a fake and a fraud," make me cry laughing. Oh, you mean like this? How did it go? I don't like you. You're a fake and a fraud. Look, the guy that ran for his life, I don't blame him. He calls him a fake and a fraud and runs away from him. You know why? Because Alex Jones was gonna bum him. Yeah, he was gonna bum him. That's why. I'm gonna bum the fraudness out of you. Yo, why do you hate corn? I don't like corn because it doesn't digest. It just comes out like the way you ate it. I'll get onto that in a minute. I like the video where he is edited in Minecraft and the creeper blows him up. Oh, you see, look, Alex Jones is a meme icon. Okay, listen. Let's talk about the gay frogs thing that he did. He said, if I remember correctly, it's probably one of his most famous clips. He said something along the lines of that they put estrazine, I think that's the chemical, into the water and turn the frogs gay. That's his words. And I'm thinking to myself, what are you fucking complaining about? You look like a fucking frog. Don't you know? I've seen you hopping all over the fucking place lately. From memes to court. I don't know what he's complaining about. But anyway, that's what he said. And he did something about the goblins, which is something. So yeah, bottom line is, I think Kanye West has lost his... Look, people who like who talk about like, you know, the truth and stuff like that, I get it, people should have the right to say what they want, but Jesus Christ, saying that you like Hitler and acting like a complete buffoon, like the way he is, something's not right. And I think people are starting to pick that up. Like something has sent him over the edge, and I genuinely believe that he has sent himself over the edge by something that's clearly happened to him. The only thing I remember from that is someone actually doing the experiment. Speaking of corn not digesting, didn't Grady Underwood once said something about that in one of his videos, that and wanted someone out there to do a test or some experiment. I'm not sure. Have you heard about the Alpha Male podcasts? Yeah, I've heard of them, and they're fucking. I have one word of opinion. They're fucking frauds, and they're a joke. Like Alpha Male podcast. Give me a fucking break. The fucking bellends is what they are. What the fuck do you mean, Alpha Male? If let me tell you something. If they fucking stared at someone in the face, like if someone like who takes no nonsense stares at them in the face, they would crumble like a fucking biscuit. Alpha Male, they're a joke. Like this whole Alpha Male nonsense is a fucking joke. You know what I mean? Like, I just see them as just absolute fucking tools. Some of the stuff I did growing up would make them fucking crumble in 5 minutes. What the fuck are they talking about? I was fucking fighting, like, in school through, like, the fucking age of, like, 15. I don't mean to sound like a fucking tough guy and all that stuff, but, you know, my background says otherwise, and they would fucking last fucking, what, 5 seconds? All my classmates are like Andrew Tate is a top G. I mean, I do respect Andrew Tate to some degree. I don't agree with everything he says. I just think the way he goes about things is fucking pushy. You know what I mean? It's just like, what are you talking about? Shut up. He said something about weed once, and it's like, weed keeps you like unproductive and lazy, and what pisses me off is when people say that weed keeps you unproductive and lazy is yet, while yes, it's true, it can do. However, it depends what time you smoke it. If you're smoking it in the morning, of course it's gonna make you fucking lazy and unproductive. But if you're fucking getting all your shit out the way, and you smoke it, and you make your money, what the fuck's the problem? You know, look, how can weed be a bad thing if Mike Tyson likes it? Or, you know, people like that. There's a ton of boxers that like weed, right? Mike Tyson said that weed means high level of thinking. Like, that's what high means. High means high level of thinking. And I couldn't agree with him more. So, yeah, I don't mind Andrew Tate is a sex trafficking weirdo. Yeah, I heard about those sex trafficking accusations. However, they haven't been proven, from what I've heard. I think they haven't been proven, like, true. If they're true, then fuck them, but as far as I'm concerned, there's two sides of the story, and from what I've heard, it seems that claim is false. It leaves you lazy and productive for a grand total of an hour. I think it depends on what you smoke it, though. Like, if you smoke a lot of it, then I think it could be a lot longer than an hour. A lot longer than an hour. Depending on how much you have. So, so going back to the old alpha male thing, I was just like, look, with Andrew Tate, I can take him or leave him. I don't care about, like, you know, what he has to fucking say. I mean, if you're a grown man does what he wants. It's as simple as that. And if you're going around listening to people like Andrew Tate, basically saying, oh, you're a man-child if you play a video game or something, or whatever, then that's his opinion. But it doesn't mean I have to fucking listen to everything he has to say. That's his opinion. I think if you're going around listening to people on the internet to how to live your life, I think you've got some self-reflecting to do. That's just my opinion. And yeah, the alpha male thing. Yeah, I've heard of them, and they're clowns. Like look, they're not about that life. They are not about that life. They are just talking shit about women for the sake of talking shit about women. You know, like the type of women they talk shit about are gold diggers, that same one they attract. Oh yeah, alpha male. Fuck off. Even the term makes me laugh. An alpha male does not need to say he's an alpha male. You know? I think they forget how respect works. Respect works like this. Respect isn't given to you, you earn it, right? So when you earn that respect, then people look on you as like, you know, oh, this guy's not to be messed with. You see what I mean? So that's just fucking ugh. The only reason I respect Andrew Tate to a certain degree because he backs up what he says. Okay, he sort of does back up what he says. He backs it up. So fair enough. So, and any accusations that get thrown at him, he backs it up. He has facts and yeah, and all that stuff. However, I think the guy can be a tool at times. Maybe he puts it on as a persona, but other than that, I just think real people who hustle, anyone who hustles out there, yeah, listen to advice and all that, but don't get too caught up in consumption. Don't get too caught up in like all these YouTube videos telling you how to live your life. You know what I mean? It's your life. And I get there's a lot of like desperate people out there, like, you know, the type that are just looking for something to get ahead in life. Trust me, I know that feeling too well. But the only person that can better themselves at the end of the day is you. And when you have people like, look, I'm going on, I get it, but like, I just think listening to these so-called alpha male podcasts is doing no one no good. You know, you're really gonna listen to these bozos how to pick up women? Really? They're surrounded by fucking gold diggers. They're clearly there to milk off the situation and nothing more. And let me tell you something, they say all this retarded shit because it gets clicks, it gets re-uploaded to TikTok, it gets a lot of views. You're not getting any of that past me. I've been doing this for quite some time. I know how the art of attention grabbing works at this point. If I said to you, for example, people who sleep in their bed are becoming unhealthy, right? Say if I say something like that, that has got to be the most ignorant thing to say. But if it gets clipped, it's going to get promoted because people are commenting on that same video saying you're a fucking dumbass. That's the strategy. You give better life advice than my therapist. Then you really need to change therapists if a YouTube live streamer is giving you better advice. No offense. If a YouTube live streamer is giving you better advice, time to ditch the therapist. I'm just saying. Don't quit therapy, just get someone better, you know? If he's good, that's fantastic, but I'm just saying, if I'm giving better advice, just reconsider. But thank you. Moderation is key. Controversy brings views and money. Yep, it does. It fucking does. It really does. That will never change. That will never change. I want MatPat to make a game theory on Andrew Tate. Maybe he can, maybe he won't. But I don't believe the whole sex trafficking thing is true. No. Listen, say what you want about Andrew Tate, but the one thing I hate is false accusations. And clearly I see no evidence that that actually took place. Even if my biggest enemy was falsely accused, I would never be biased towards that because false accusations hurt people. And you're never gonna, if you don't like someone and you accuse them of something they didn't do, you're gonna be the bigger villain than the person you're looking at. You become the villain. The villain in your eyes will become the hero, and you will become the real villain. That's why false accusations are a bad idea. Game theory, is Andrew Tate Crash Bandicoot? Well, it's not exactly a Bugatti. Sorry. It's not exactly a Bugatti, but it is a fucking bike. That's how he talks, isn't it? He talks like an aquatic animal. He talks like he's got a broom up his ass, doesn't he? Andrew Tate. And by the way, why does he talk like, you know, I haven't smoked weed. Going on about weed again, I haven't smoked. When was the last time I smoked? 5 days? Maybe? I've been giving it a break. Again, someone in the chat said moderation is right, is true. And I lost again. I want to make an AI that makes up game theory titles and thumbnails. I had therapy when I was 6 and 8 years old. Haven't had it since because they treated me like an animal in there. You know, the thing is, this is a touchy one because with therapy, I don't think I've ever been to therapy. I've sort of dealt with my own problems my way. Not to belittle people who go to therapy. If you need it, go for it. You need someone to talk to. Nothing wrong with it at all. But I've never gone to therapy. I have considered it in the past at my lowest, but I haven't. I'm doing great now, but like, Jesus, 2 years ago, or 3 years, maybe not 3 years ago, but like, around 2 years ago, maybe, I think I considered it. What was that about Grady Underay again? It was Grady Underay's Biggest Life's Questions video, where he mentioned the piece of corn comes out the same when everything is digested or something. It's been so long. So, yeah, true. But you know, the one thing I do agree, that I agree on with all the masculine talk that's been going on lately, is how damaging, since the title of the video is I Hate Corn, I mean, come on. I think you know what I really mean by now. On how porn is damaging, is very damaging, and believe me it is. It is toxic fucking content. And let's face it, fellas, we've all watched it. We've all, done it. We've all choked a chick, and we've all done it. And if you said you haven't, when it's a few clicks away, you're lying. You're fibbing. But I believe it's a good option to make a conscious effort to get off the stuff, because it's not good for your brain. It really isn't. Some scientists say that, like, porn triggers the same, like, addiction neurons as, like, heroin. addictive neurons. That's what I meant to say. So, yeah. It does. That's the one thing I agree on with if we're talking all this masculine talk. The one thing I can agree on is how, you know, how damaging porn can really be, and I think porn is definitely probably by far the most underestimated drug today. I am very, very confident in that it's so underestimated. It's underestimated like alcohol. Some people say that alcohol is like alcohol is a drug, and to an extent they're right. Yeah, it's very easy to go down the rabbit hole searching for weirder and weirder stuff. I know. It's fucking filth, mate. It really is. It's like porn doesn't make you see women the same way. It makes you see them as like, you know, pieces of meat and objects in the real world, because let's face it, no girl acts like the same way in a porn video. That is just ludicrous. They do not act like that in porn. In real life is what I meant. Your talent show to making people dumber video is a massive classic. Some members of my family still watch that stuff and believe that it's genuine. It's crazy. Well, that's fucking sweet, man. You actually showed your family my video. My video on that. That's fucking cool. That's sick, man. So yeah, that's what I genuinely believe. I genuinely believe that for one, it makes you see women in a dirtier way. It's like putting on the beer goggles, but instead it's porno goggles. But let's face it, women do not act like the same. Like regular women do not act that fucking way in real life. They just don't. And you know, if you have like fucking sex orgies like that in real life, I guarantee you they're on a lot of fucking drugs, and they are. You know. I mean, look what happened with Purple Aki of YouTube. You know, EDP. He was a massive fucking porn addict. He admitted it in his fucking videos. And what did he fucking do? He tried to go meet a fucking kid. I genuinely believe, and people, this might be a hot take, but I genuinely believe that porn can manipulate your brainwaves to the point where, like, you crave for such weirder and dirty stuff because what you were into doesn't, you know, satisfy you anymore, that you end up looking for dirtier stuff. Case in point, kids. So that's why I despise porn. As a girl myself, people I have met treat me like I'm an object or a toy. Maybe just roast them a little bit for their own good and tell them that, look, I know you fellas like to believe what you see on porn is real, but get a fucking life. Get out your fucking bedrooms, you absolute loser. You'd probably put him in his place right there, honey. But yeah, you do get... Porn definitely does that to young minds and all that stuff. So, from what I understand, I don't know exactly what porn does to a woman's mind if she watches it, but I think men tend to watch porn more than women do. And the result is men start to think, you know, women are like that. And I genuinely believe that porn also turns you into a creep, because you're so used to watching these women do these acts on behind the screen that you think every girl is like that, and as a result she picks up that, oh, he's a bit of a weirdo, I want to stay away from him. But that's how they think. Women are very good at vibes, like vibing stuff like that. They just pick it up on you like that. They do. I've seen it happen with people, and it's just one of those things. Women are very good at picking up certain vibes. They've got very good intuition when it comes to certain men. Like, hang on, something's not right about him. Bit of a weirdo, bit of a creep him. So, by the way, I am happy that your family enjoyed me video, by the way, lad. Sorry, Anne. I hope I'm not coming across as like, you know, I don't give a fuck sort of thing. I'm just getting caught up in the conversation of something I don't like. But thank you. I think that's an extreme example, but yeah. It is an extreme example, but it can easily be backed up, you know? Like, if you're becoming more of a sex pest watching that stuff all the fucking time, there's a 50-50 chance that it can turn you into that. You know? I mean, I know EDP is a bit of an example I use, but he's a very good example. Excuse me. Yeah. You remember those? There. I've got another joke about those alpha males, by the way. I'm a big, strong alpha male, blah, 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 blah. And, someone like me, you know, some of the stuff they say is just fucking obnoxious, by the way. Someone like me would come along, take your bird. Someone like me would come along, do this. I'm like, wow, shut up. You ain't gonna do fuck all. You ain't gonna do fuck all. I feel like I shouldn't look at porn as much as I do, but as a young man with a lot of free time, that's easier said than done. Then what you gotta do, because free time is the Achilles heel for addiction. So what you gotta do with free time is not waste it on bullshit, like porn. Find something that you're good at, or get good at something. Or, you know, what else would I say? I'd say also, just replace bad habits with good habits. I know it's the same platitude talk you might have heard before, but hey, it still hits true, doesn't it not? And I won. What's with the people that say characters like Patrick, Burton, or the Joker are literally them? I think, what? They say that they're the Joker. I mean, I don't think you want to be the Joker.
You little vermin are waiting. Now you're on my time, you little skunk! Give me the crystals!
Has that fool not seen Snoop? He smokes 80 times a day, and he doesn't lots. Snoop. Yeah, Snoop Dogg, double G Snoop. Yeah, he definitely fucking smokes a ton. He absolutely just smokes like a lot. And that's why he's a lot of good artists. What I notice is that a lot of them smoke weed. Let me give you a fun fact. Did you know that Bob Dylan was the one to introduce the Beatles to pot? Do you really think you'd get something like Sergeant fucking Pepper sober? No. Absolutely not. Would you get something like Lucy in the Sky with Diamonds sober? No. Case in point, pot helps unlock the creativity in my opinion. It helps. Sigma males I think is what they're called. The fucking idiot. Sigma males, oh yeah. What the fuck is a Sigma male? Is that supposed to be another way of saying he's hard? He's not, he's a fucking pleb. Look, the way they, you know what? I seen some of them, the way they sit and posture themselves and the way they peacock themselves. I just can't help but fucking laugh at them because it's like, you're just a fucking bellend. You're overcompensating for something. Shut up. Fucking... What? Alpha male.
You insolent, insignificant morons!
Yeah, fuck you all peasants. Yeah. Alpha male. Give me a fucking break. Ah. I have never seen like grown men try so hard to try and prove to people something that they are not. I'm curious about trying psychedelics, but I'm too terrified. You're too terrified to try psychedelics. Well, if we're gonna talk about LSD, I wouldn't recommend it. Weed's fine, but LSD or, mushrooms, you're gonna be in for one hell of a trip, my friend. Trust me, you're gonna be seeing giraffes on elephants' bodies, you're gonna see probably stuff that your fucking brain has already seen during the day. Whatever random shit. It's like having a dream in real time. That's what that type of trip is like. I'm going to talk about more local causes around me. Oh, look what life. Corn is bad but onions are worse. I've lost track of the amount of food products I brought that sack of onions in. Well, in my onion, that is true. It's not even my onions. Onions. Cheese and onion. Fuck up. Alright, Crash, calm down. There is something going on around the beaches on the world that the beaches are literally becoming grassland. The beaches in the world. What, like Seacombe or like the ones near the Merseyside River? Becoming the beaches around, or like New Brighton. There are something going on around the beaches in the world that the beaches are literally becoming grasslands. Well, I heard that if we're gonna talk about the Wirral, like the beaches, I heard that New Brighton has become a bit of a shithole. Like it was once like a really good fucking place, but now it's just like shit. I haven't been to New Brighton in ages. I visited family recently. I'm about 2 days ago just got off from the fucking train, to see family, and I've got some fucking stories for you. Okay, I've got some fucking stories. You're gonna like this one. When I came to Lime Street, I went around St George's Hall for a bit, and to St John's Garden, and outside of St George, they have all like the Christmas village shit going on at the moment. They're getting ready for Christmas, you see. Slow down, there's a new Brighton. Yep, it is. So I'm just checking the stream. So round St George's Hall, there was a man. I think is. What's wrong with the old one? Don't know, mate. I don't think there's anything wrong with both. I just think it's just called that because it's new. Anyway, there was this, like, 60-year-old man, like, somewhere outside of St George's Hall, and he was like, he had like, from what I've seen, like 20-ounce boxing gloves on, shirtless, and he was doing shadow boxing, like outside of St George's Hall. Look, I respect the grind, but why is he in such a random place, fighting the air? It was so fucking funny. Only in Liverpool something like that would happen. And then some guy came up to him and was like, training, are you, lad? I was like, yeah, mate. I'll fucking knock him out, you know what I mean? I think he was training like for a fight coming up, like just outside of St George's Hall, but the way he was boxing was fucking funny. He had like massive gloves on, doing like the worst uppercuts I've ever seen. But bless him though, he's giving it a try. I can't knock him too much. But of all places to do boxing, why is he doing it outside of St George's Hall? Why isn't he doing it in a boxing gym? They're open. I don't know, it was just funny. You need to see Parkgate just outside of the Wirral. Oh, really? I'll have a look into that. I don't know what's going on in the Wirral, though. The Wirral. The Whizzle. The Whizzle, the little one, the little wheel. Come on, you bastard. There we go. Whoa, have I beaten? Oh, I've beaten, haven't I? Hang on, boys, I'm just gonna check something. What the fuck? Here we are. The beat. Should I visit Liverpool? Everyone I know who's been there loves it there. Well, it depends what you're going for. It depends what you're going for. Why are you going to Liverpool? Liverpool is the Ohio of UK. Oh, no, it's fucking not. Not a chance. For the Bowie boss, can you elaborate what you mean? I can't read what you're saying. For the credit, I don't know what you mean there. crack, the Irish word for fun. Oh. For the crack. Oh, you want to go to Liverpool for the crack. There's plenty of that, yeah, of course. There's plenty of Beacon Liverpool. Plenty. Like any other city, there's plenty of fucking drugs, yeah. But, anytime I've been over to Liverpool, it's never been normal. Fucking facts. Fucking facts, yeah. Facts. You always see something strange in fucking Liverpool, like what I told you before. Like you always see some like old, like some 60-year-old guy boxing outside St. George's Hall with the air. Like you see that. I'll tell you what's just as fucking like annoying. You know when you get onto the Mersey rail trains, like to Liverpool. Oh my god! I had this fucking like this fucking basket case on Mersey rail where I used to get to Liverpool, Chester, and there was this guy. And he was like saying, like on the phone, just like, if I can remember correctly, he was saying shit like, "We made a bacon, don't I?" On the phone, like arguing with someone. Do you know where bacon is? And don't even get me started on the fucking screaming kids. Oh my word! It's a long journey on the train, and you have to hear these fucking screaming fucking kids. These other fucking bagheads fucking talking shit on the phone. Where are ya? All that crap. Is there a movie you feel predicted the future well? That's a good question. So what medium aged like wine or aged well to the point where they predict the future? Well, I guess you could say The Simpsons did that a lot, didn't they? They're not a movie. They had a movie, but they're known for predicting shit. I don't know. What do you think? What movie do you think predicts the future well? Scouse mums are something different. Oh, fucking tell me about it. Scouse mums. Jesus fucking Christ. You don't know that. Bloody hell. Yeah. I'll give you an example of a Scouse mum. You're not wearing that, are you? That should tell you everything you need to Don't even get me started when your Scouse mum drinks. Don't even get me started. I'd probably say A Clockwork's Orange. It doesn't say when the future is that movie, but I get the feeling we're living in that future. I've seen that film, yeah, it's crazy that. Malcolm McDowell was the actor's name, right? I've seen A Clockwork Orange. It's been a while since I've seen that film. I think the film is about karma, because all the horrible things that the main character did, you know, with the cute with the fedora-looking hat and the eyelash on his left eye. Him with the crane. He did all these horrible things in the beginning of the film, and then around the end of the film, everything he loved was used against him for karma. Beethoven Symphony 9 was a song he admired. Beethoven, classical, he loved classical, the character. And by the end of the movie, it was used as psychological torture against him, as revenge for, you know, raping the father's daughter. So yeah, the film's basically about what comes around goes around. The way I picked it up. It's a good film. But yeah, that's... I'll tell you something like... Okay. See, the little lad, fuck off. By the way, this just came into my head now, but I think one of the most, since we were talking about like alpha males before and all that, I think one of the most stupidest fucking things they keep on spreading, this absolute misconception, is that men are pussies if they fucking cry. It's like, oh, shut up. Like, fucking hell. Like, oh, so you've, oh, it's easy for you to say, so you never had a tough time in your life. You never been pushed to the brink of tears when life gets you down. Is that what you're telling me? Yeah, and people listen to that shit. That's what these alpha males are saying, that like, oh, if you cry, you're a pussy. Wow. Well, I hope, well, you know what? If someone makes you cry, don't say I didn't warn you. So that's what I noticed. Is like a lot of them have such shit takes on mental health and the emotions that men should feel. Look, if you're a bloke and you're crying all the time over the stupidest of things, then yeah, you need to get your act together. But if you need to fucking shed a fucking tear just to get it out of your system, then fucking do it. Do it. You know, you don't have to fucking cry in front of people. Just do it in your fucking room under a pillow or something. Get it out of your system and get back to work. You know, there's, you know, what about tears of joy? You know, people who wanted something for so fucking long finally get it, and then they shed tears because they finally got what they wanted. Nothing wrong with that. That's called tears of joy for a reason. So I don't like people who spread nonsense. Do you know what I mean? Like utter fucking nonsense. Like the reason they're saying all this bullshit, because I guarantee you they've never had a hard day in their life. But probably like spoiled fucking rich kids that came from mummy and daddy, money and wallet, and then they're telling young impressionable kids who have nothing how to be a man. What a fucking joke. They're charlatans. Complete fucking frauds. A lot of them. I'm glad that someone brought them up in the chat though. Ooh. Like, fuck off. Unless you could back it up, I'm not fucking listening to you. I agree with the message of, you know, not crying for the sake of crying and stop being a bitch. There's a time in life you're gonna have to stop crying. I agree with that. But there are times where life can get so fucking tough that sometimes you need to get it out of your system. So, I don't respect people who spread, again, this fucking useless nonsense that doesn't help anybody. That's why jokes are a good thing. Like, making jokes about them because they're a joke. So if you're making jokes about jokes, it's easy on the joke. To be honest, it's nice to have a YouTube from my local area so they can understand my feeling and issues on things in the local area. No, you mean from one Scouser to another? Yeah, I can tell you. Oh, fuck off. So yeah, I think... In reality, it takes balls to cry. Dark Knight Sheep, welcome to the stream, man. I don't think I've seen you in the chat before. Welcome. I don't think I can cry anymore. Well, if you can't cry anymore, then that's the time to take action, my friend. That means you got it out of your system. In reality, it takes balls to cry. It depends on the circumstance, though. If you're crying over something, let's say something trivial, then not really. But if you're crying because you're fed up of life and after, like, you know, being chewed up and spat out, then it's understandable. So, yeah. That's what I mean. It's like, it just shows that you're human. You cry for a reason. You know? Now, I don't usually let people into my business or anything like that, but someone very close to the family is in the hospital, right? And that person is one of my grandparents, 82 years old. It's been pretty tough, so dealing with that. He's been in the hospital for like, I don't know, 6 months. And I've been going down to see him all the time. I don't want to get too personal into it because it is personal, so I'm keeping it as cryptic as I can, but, you know. It's one of the reasons I've been going down. And it's been tough on everyone. doing okay, but you know, I'm just thinking of the inevitable. Not being crude or anything like that, but or looking for pity points. But I feel like just letting you know a little bit about me. So you can see where you know where I'm coming from. That sort of thing. So yeah, I do take it personally when dipshits on the internet sort of like spread absolute nonsense. You know, yeah, I can joke about it and stuff like that, and I have, but there's times right now where, like, okay, you know, you're saying this absolute nonsense that people are fucking taking seriously, and you're telling them they can't fucking do that because you were in a position of like fucking, from what I understand, I haven't even got the words for it at the moment. I'm just fucking, dude, like, I can't talk about them anymore. Like, whatever. I said what I wanted to say anyway. The last time I cried was when my childhood cat died a few months ago. I was completely devastated. That lad, I had a dog named Lucky. It's kind of fucking dark. This is like dark humor at play, right? He was named Lucky, but he ended up getting killed by a car. There's a word for that. It's called unlucky. So the name, fucking Christ. Holy shit, my nan got out of the hospital in the last few days from having a heart attack. Oh shit, man, I'm sorry to hear that. Oh. Hang on, are we getting... Just a minute. I'm gonna make one of you a moderator because I think we're getting fucking spam comments. I'm gonna make one of you a moderator because I think we're getting fucking spam comments here. Just give me a second. Just keep in mind, I'm not looking for fucking pity points or anything like that. I'm just letting you know a little bit more about me. Anyway, I'm going to make alright, congratulations, James Nerd. You're now a moderator. Because I think we're getting spam comments. Yeah, I'm getting fucking dickheads saying, or this fucking bot saying, findsex.biz, like my hot pic here. No, go away, you ugly wench. You're not even a real fucking woman, you're just a fucking spam bot that's spamming dirty links to give people viruses. Anyway. I made you the moderator of the chat today, James. You're welcome. And the reason why James is the moderator is that he's frequently on the stream. So I thought, you know what, why not? He's probably one of my most frequent viewers on the stream. Why not? I wonder if anyone actually still falls for these things. You'd be surprised. Not the sex spam bots. Yeah, I remember making a video about them, you know. And they won't fucking go away. Ah, shit. I'm trying this again. If hell is a place, spam and spammers definitely go there. Yeah, they are. So yeah, if... So, what am I saying? Oh yeah. I don't see any spams yet, but I'll find them. Keep looking, buddy. If they're... Don't worry yourself if they're not there, but just in case, you know what I mean? Just enjoy the stream. I'm not giving you a job or anything, but I'm just saying just do us a favour. If you see, like, find sex.biz or stupid spam comments, just fuck them off for us, you know what I mean? They have no place on my chat because they're not even real comments. No, 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 no! Oh, motherfucker! Ooh, doo, 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 doo. Oh no! What happened there? Oh, it's getting a bit morbid now. This fucking stream. Let's crank it up a bit. Let's have some fucking fun. You know what I mean? That's what we're all here for. Let's get the ball rolling. Fuck off, fuck off, fuck off, fuck off. It's really annoying if I have a stressful day at school and if I tell my parents about it, they say I'm over dramatic and don't give me any support. Well, exactly what's stressing you out at school? Maybe I might be able to give you some pointers. My dad was like that. Is he? Listen, I think it's foolish to say that someone, if someone responds with, "Oh, you're just being over dramatic about being stressful at school," I don't think. I think it's quite irresponsible to say that because you don't know what your kids go through at school. Do you know what I mean? Your parents are either at work or at home. So, yeah, they've been to school before, but you gotta remember, when they went to school, school was a completely different time. School was different back then. The principles remain the same, but the attitudes were different. For example, during post-World War II, a lot of the teachers were veterans and had a lot of psychological problems. So they would abuse, they had a thing called the cane where they would hit the kids' hands with in post-war Britain, and as a result, it turned into abuse. It turned into abuse of power, basically. And a lot of those teachers were suffering from PTSD because of the war. So my point is, school was different. Was not like that anymore, right? and but it's a new, different age of hell in school. You don't have to necessarily get caned to go through school. Yes, it's terrible to get caned on the ass and hand, but there's other ways to make your life hell at fucking school. Other students make your life hell at school. Social media can make your life hell at school. Teachers can make your life hell at school, you know. So, times change. And if times change, schools change. So, when parents say something like that, it is kind of foolish to say that, because you still don't know what your kid goes through at school. Because there's been a lot of kids that go up into their room and suffer in silence from bullying and stuff like that, by going on Facebook and stuff like that, looking at all the, you know, horrible fucking things people are saying. And they do something stupid to themselves. So it's something not to take lightly. My dad would get frustrated with me when I get bullied, as if it was my fault. Well, that's... Look, I'm not telling people how to parent, but saying that it's your fault for being bullied, I mean, to an extent, it's a yes and no, because, of course, you didn't ask to get bullied, but at the same time, it is your responsibility on how to deal with it, right? Yes, I agree your dad should be more helpful, but you just... when someone is picking on you, you gotta remember, bullying in school is just a taste of what type of bullying you might put up with in real life, you know? Bullying in school is nothing compared to getting bullied, like, in real life, because in real life it's a whole different ball game when you're an adult. But when you're an adult, you have your shit, you pretty much know how to deal with people, but at least from my experience, if let me put it this way. Sometimes I wish that 2022 me was 2010 me. Do you get what I'm saying? Like, you look at season 1 Walter White. How would season 5 Walter White deal with Tuco? That's the question, you see. For some reason, I'm always tired. I'll get to that in a minute. So, when you see Walter White in season 1, he's a timid, wimpy pushover. Season 5, no one fucks with him. So sometimes I wish that 2022 version of me, the mindset I have now, had the same mindset when I was a teen. Of course, that's impossible, because when you're a teen, you're a young man. You know what I mean? Finding your place in the world and stuff like that. And I'm still trying to find my place in the world to this fucking day. I'm in my 20s now. You know? So, you know, me now is a lot different than what I was like at school. And I always wondered, what would it be like? I know I'm saying the same fucking thing already, but it's the live stream, innit? It's live streaming. But, like, what would me, in 2020, the mindset I have in 2020, be like at school? If I could just take my mindset and put it into my 16-year-old self. Dog Ninja, welcome to the stream, man. Welcome. That's also textbook narcissistic behavior. Many suicides happen because of that. Some people don't learn until it's too late. That's the problem. Suicide is not just the only problem. The problem is the source. And the problem is some people learn too late. They don't kill it before it lays eggs, in other words. You know what I mean? Stomp out the flame before it could turn into a blaze. And it's the same thing with suicide in a way, because like if your kid is going through some shit, listen. Suicide is, you know, I know you've heard all the things like, oh, suicide is not a joke. It's not a joke when it happens, right? Yeah, you hear the edgy kids saying, oh, like, you know, kill yourself and all that sort of phrasing, you know. They're just saying that just for saying it, you know what I mean? But, like, when it actually happens, then people stop joking around. So... I need to be quicker on the game, man. On the game, fucking hell. That came out wrong. So yeah, real talk, man, real talk. If I retailed at my school, my dad would get mad at me. That's unfortunate. Whoa! I knew. I'm gonna give up on this mission a bit. I'm giving up on it in a minute. I'm killing myself in this fucking mission. No pun intended. See, I made a fucking euphemism, made a bit of a joke. Oops. But yeah. Oh. Okay, I think I'm done. I give up. I'm just glad I don't have to deal with him anymore because my parents are happily divorced. Oh. Fucking hell, really? I mean, if you're happy about it, your parents are happily divorced. I mean, it's none of my business, but hey. Sexy ho, hey sisters. Oh, welcome to the chat. You're looking in the wrong fucking place at the wrong time, Mr. Shield Master. Fuck off. Here we go. Bang. No! Yeah, I give up. This sucks. This sucks, man. This is fun. Well, I'm not doing that mission again. To be honest, I'm surprised my parents are still together. You, me, and both, pal. Hang on a second. My chat isn't being as accurate as I like it to be. I'm getting like comments that are not appearing on Streamlabs. Yeah, I can see. Yeah, Sexy Ho, I can't fucking see you on my Streamlabs. I have to get this up. Silly bastard thing. Welcome to the stream. I want to kiss Boris Johnson. You got terrible fucking taste then. Wait a minute, you said Boris Johnson is cringe and you want to kiss him. I didn't know you were into the cringy type. What do you know? Hey! Fuck off, hey, Now, Kanye West. You can't tell me nothing. Except, Ich bin gleich klein 999. Es klein, es frei. Es city, it's hanging, it's glory. Was that Kanye? Was that one of Kanye West's lyrics? I forgot. It's his nickname. What's his nickname? Can you prove you're Sexy Ho, by the way? Joking. Boris Johnson is a really hot Sigma male. Oh, he's fucking... Ooh, yeah. You seen the way he... Girl, you seen the way he rugby tackled that fucking little kid? Fucking hell, nothing turns me on more than that. Oh, fucking Boris Johnson on the bungee straps and all. I fancy him, you know, rugby tackling kids and getting on bungee straps. A real man's man. You know what? Fuck all these alpha males on YouTube. Boris Johnson's the real fucking deal. You don't want to mess with him. You know when how alpha males, like, you know, like how the packing order works, like the alpha male stares at you and then the beta just like looks away. Boris Johnson does that to like people in parliament. It's like, you got something to say, say it. And then all the other MPs like Matt Hancock just look like little bitches, like tail between their legs. Inverted fucking controls in games. Fucking up is down. Down is up. Did you see the new Mario movie trailer? I have. And all I have to say is... It's alright. I did see people call it like the fucking movie woke. It's like, no, it's fucking not. Last time I checked, wasn't the princess was always in another castle wanting to be saved by this plumber? What fucking time she fucking takes up the road? What's the problem? So they called it woke because the fucking princess of the games decides, you know what, I'm tired of being fucking kidnapped and fucking taken to another castle. So I'm gonna, for now, just stick up for myself. It's like, how the fuck's that woke? It's about fucking time she gets off her fucking lazy ass and fucking saves the day for a change. Mario's always fucking doing it. Not every... Besides, why are you looking for wokeness in a kids film? That's weird. You're not gonna find any... It's the equivalent of looking through a glass onion. You're gonna fucking peel away the layers to find nothing there. That's the only thing I've seen about this new Super Mario movie. That's about it. Other than that, I don't really give a shit. You just get these stupid videos that recommend to you about where the song is going to go. It's like, no, it hasn't. Some really push it, others don't push it, and you're just looking for it to make a video about it. What do you think is going? Who do you think is going to win the World Cup? I don't know. England seem to be doing well, but I will find this for you though. The Welsh hate the English, right? They can't stand them. But when I was in Liverpool in a pub watching the game.
Yet again, engine has
I went,
failed to defeat For this we must destroy you.
and
Oh, my
it was around like my
I'm not feeling myself
grandparents'
these days.
local pub.
So the end is in sight.
So I went in there and the
Another
footy
five
was on,
cruise, and again
and
you have
I
followed
didn't
my
watch it for
plan.
long. I was only in there for like an hour drinking some fucking wine. And I wake up the next day early, and all of a sudden I find that England won 3-0, 3-0. So the English kicked the Welsh team's ass, and I found that extremely fucking funny because I know how incredibly bitter the Welsh are to the English, because the Welsh pride themselves on rugby and beating England at any ball sport, but when they lose to England, I can't help but laugh because of how the amount of cope that the Welsh team must be going through right now, and the certain Welsh people. Not all Welsh are bad people. They're not. I'm just saying there's ones that are just so like, fuck the English. You know what I mean? I lived in Wales long enough to know that. In the games, she's just a princess. She doesn't even make attempts to escape. About damn time she does something. Exactly, that's my fucking point. We're gonna save the kingdom. And I was like, yeah, it's about fucking time. Get off your lazy ass and pull your own weight. Man or woman, do it. Don't fucking be a lazy liability. And that's basically what I'm getting at here. But because, like, a woman takes some independence, it's woke. Oh, fucking give me a break. Why are you looking for wokeness in a kid's film? It's not even there. Look, if they are clearly pushing really lefty, like, political jargon, then yeah, fair enough. But you're just looking for nothing, basically. I think you should have a movie where she just sits around and does nothing. That'd be pretty funny. Like, she just sits there and just, like, thinking. Probably. No. I've got a better idea. She not only sits there and does nothing, but she has a spliff. She sits there with a spliff and is just thinking. You know, just smokes a spliff and she's thinking. Thinking about whatever she wants. I should fucking voice Mario. You know that I should voice him. I know nothing about sport. I know nothing about sports. Oh, I see what you mean. I mean, I know a bit about sports, but not like as my life depends on it. If my life depended on naming the entire English football team today, I'd probably be dead. I would be. I would love to hear the Scouse scenario. Let's a fucking go, kid. Love that one. Let's fucking go, kid. Let's a fucking go, kid. No. What do you mean? She's on another fucking gaff. Mamma mia, cunt. Mamma mia, soft lad. Luigi, you support Manchester. You alright in the head, Luigi? You support fucking Manchester. Yeah, let's go, Man U. Fuck off. Actually, one's green, one's red, so Mario's a red and Luigi's a green. What football team's green? I can't. What actual football team is green? I know most of them are red. Everton's a trademark blue. Arsenal, I think, is brown. Or Millwall, I think, is brown. I'm not sure. Most of them are fucking red. Oh, Ireland, yeah. John acts like he knows more about Luigi than anyone because he's in that creepy movie from 30 years ago. John knows more about Luigi than anyone because he was like in that crappy movie. You mean the one with Bob Hoskins in it? That one. Yeah, Ireland. So Luigi is an Ireland supporter then. Okay, we'll call it that. Bowser. You know that big fucking green horrible dinosaur that fucking kidnaps me bed? Fucking give him a slap, will ya? He's got more pricks on his back than a second-hand dartboard. Because he is a prick. Sid the Sloth played Luigi in that movie, did he? Oh, you mean that Ice Age? Oh, you know what? Looking back at it now, do you remember that fucking... It was probably my last video on this channel, but do you remember when I did that 5-minute... that 5-minute craft... what was it? 5-minute crafts. Oh yeah, I made a video about these craft channels that came up with these absolute wonderful, brainful ideas about how to life hack easy through life. And I basically showed my life hacks, and I think one of them was getting the fucking power washer, the Kershaw, on the Ice Age disc I had that. Don't know why I had that. I think I had it since I was a kid and I'd forgotten about it. But anyway, I sprayed the fucking disc because it was full of fingerprints, and I showed here's the best way to watch Ice Age 2, and watched it the way I did, and yeah. Ice Age 2 in all of its life hack glory. That was funny. Fuck off. Right, let's get more conversations going. Give me something to work with, boys. I think I'll end the stream in about, I think I'll end it in like, 15 minutes. I'll end it in 15 minutes because, yeah, I'm getting a bit tired now. Why is the stream called Why I Hate Corn? Because I hate corn. But basically I already talked about it through... Whoops. I already talked about it somewhere down the stream, so just to make it easy, it's code for porn. Like, the word corn is slang and code for porn. And I talked about why I don't like it somewhere on the stream. So that's why I named it that, because I wanted to talk about why I don't like the filthy stuff. I have a challenge for you. Try fasting, like intermittent fasting, on weed. Probably by far the most difficult challenge you'd ever do, because you can't help but get the fucking munchies on the stuff. Honestly, I'm not a fan of corn either. Good lad, good lad. Keep it that way, trust me. So yeah, if you ever tried like intermittent fasting, the most I've done when it comes to fasting, because I'm a fitness fanatic, I've only gone so far as 24 hours. So if I have a meal at 6, I'd only fast for 24 hours. I've just recently started doing it. And what I would do for fasting, I have a bit of a sensitive palate. Oh, tell me about it. Me too. So, fasting on weed is virtually impossible. It is. Take it from me. Weed, because the problem is with weed, is that everything on weed is 10 times better. Like, food tastes better on weed, sex is better, and that can be bad, because that's a little bit too much comfort. Too much comfort is bad for you. You need discomfort to feel comfort, you know what I mean? So, that's the problem with weed in some respects, is that it makes things too good, and doing it too much, well, it's not a good thing. So it's very, very easy to relapse on weed. You know, like when you're doing fasting and stuff like that. I'm gonna go now. Alright. Thanks for tuning into the stream, James. Appreciate it. I'm gonna get going soon myself. I'm gonna wrap this stream up soon. Beat this one level because I want to keep the stream short. So forgive me, but I need to concentrate. Fuck. The last time I smoked weed, I was at a party and spaced out on the sofa. Oh, those were the days. Yeah, when you would space out after a few puffs. Oh yeah. Sometimes, if I smoke a bit of weed and I watch something like on the telly, I just space out, like, just drip, just nod off. So, the reason why you would fast is for cleaning out the body. Your body can go without 24 hours of food. I've done it, but I would never go past 48. I think 48, above 48 is a bit extreme. Do you know what I mean? That's practically starving yourself. No more than 24 hours in my opinion. Oh yeah, I said I was gonna quit the stream. Alright. Any more questions before I go? Excuse me. I'm gonna wrap the stream up now. Have you got... Really feel like I need some sleep. See you later. Alright. See you later, James. I'm ending the stream as I said before. And I'm gonna end it in a bit. So... Get some sleep, lad. Thanks for being the moderator. No. Bye. It's alright. See you later, Dog Ninja. Thanks for tuning into the stream. See ya, man. Alright. Well, I'm gonna go myself.